Steels get us underway on the yellow shirt, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from left to right. While Warrington fans in the all red kit, kicking from right to left, and immediately just kick the ball out for a throw-in. Jordan Barnett is already taken. Ball going towards the far post. Two men went into it, Gundry and Rawson, each other's way, went over the bar, and one of them has just ducked out for it. I think it'd been 1-0. It's going to be Hardcastle, will be a right foot. Hardcastle, good shots on target, but claimed by Townsend. Right into his arms in the end. Forward into midfield to Ryland. For Jahada. Sorry, Sacco.
Welcome to this North
Ball goes in, head away by Gundry. Greslight heads out. And Morris will get Morris. Off ball over top for Barnett. Barnett will get it. He's got a chance to put the ball into the middle. He's wanted to get on his left though. But takes the shot over the bar. Shot across here. To the far post, and he's still in this volley. Knocked back in the 6-yard area by Burton and claimed by Townsend. Poor pass back, and they're able to clear, but only to Turner. Tries to get it onto his left, does. Cross going in, blocked by his own player. It was Connor Smythe who blocked it. And now Ryland's on the counter-attack through the legs of Greslight, but Kay gets onto it. Kay's taking it out right to the right. Forward to Morris. Gets past the man, Morris. Needs a man in the middle. Rawson's unmarked. Back to Rawson. Takes the touch. Shoots the shot wide. Rawson should score. Takes maybe one too many touches. He curls it on an outward curve to the right. That's the end of the first half. And it really... It's our first offside of the game, amazingly. And it will be a free kick for the Steels. Hyde United are 3-1 up against Whitby. Anton Mackie only scored his second for the end of the first half. As ball forward here to Oliver Greslight. Puts it sideways to Turner. Turner takes the touch, trying to get down that right wing, but has to get back to Greslight. His route was passed off. Well in the middle. Middle to Morris, takes a shot! Over the bar somehow! Enjoying the game for wherever you are today. Ball going forward, looking for Rawson, headed away. That's Lee from Graphics, by the way, our sponsor. As it's on to Greslight, takes a shot, deflected, goes to Rawson, finds Barnett, puts a one-time cross in, Turner with a header, diving save by Pilly. Townsend will take this free kick. Launched forward, looking for Rawson, headed away though. Morris is looking to be the first one on. Does shields ball well, but forced backwards. Sideways to Turner. Turner just loops on his foot a bit away. He's forced out to the left-hand side, trying to get down the left wing now. Breaks forward for him. He's looking for the shot. Right footed shot over the bar. At least I know in one of you lot, you'll probably test that. Going forward, head away by Owen. Hello and welcome to Nevermore Park for this match between Guiseley and Stocksbridge Park Seals in the Northern Premier League Premier Division. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft on a commentary sponsored here by R&R Car and Van Hire. Steels make their first trip here to Nevermore Park in 15 years, looking to get their first win against Guiseley in 23 years. That last win coming though on a bank holiday Monday in August. Goals from Paul Jackson and Jeremy Illingworth getting a 2-1 win in that match. Graham Furness though, much like in that game in 2002, watching over now as chairman rather than assistant manager. Guiseley have had a, well, mixed start, Jekyll and Hyde to say the least. 2 wins, 3 losses. Stocksbridge yet to win, looking to achieve it here at their Yorkshire rivals. Let's go through the teams for you now. So for Guiseley, it's Joe Cracknell in net, Oliver Brown, Connor Ferguson, Jay Buchan, LeBron Mabeka, Jake Lawler, John Lafudu, Harrison Hopper, Lewis Knight, Amir Birchall and Zhao Silva. On the bench for them is Sam Bentley, Jack Emmett, Jamie Spencer, Taylor Bowen and Jordan Hewlett. A definite threat coming off the bench. For the Steels, there's no changes from Saturday. Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Connor Smythe, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, James Morris, Sam Kay, Luke Rawson, Oliver Greslight and Jordan Barnett. The bench is also the same. Jack Crook, Alex O'Connor, Tommy Marshall, Jack Watson and Thomas Poole. Our referees today are Conor Ledgway, assisted by George Rampling and George Smith. So we just get a final few checks from this referee team ahead of the game today. So Steele's desperate to get their first win on the board. They're going to be the ones with the kick-off as well. Stocksbridge definitely want that 3 points before the FA Cup break next week against Wombwell Town. Big support for Guiseley here at Nevermore Park as they want to be back in pushing for the playoff places for promotion back to the Conference North. And a hush in the crowd as we are close to getting underway here. Sam Kay standing over the ball. And here we go. So Stocksbridge Park Steels get us underway here at Nevermore Park, wearing the claret shirts, claret shorts, claret socks, kicking from left to right, while Guiseley in the white shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from right to left. And it so Steels on the top with a former Guiseley player in Oliver Greslak. Forward to James Morris, in the middle to Kay, forward looking for Greslak, blocked though by the number 3 Ferguson and cleared away, only to Owen, back to Charles, takes shots forward to Kay, tried the 1-2 but blocked by Emma Birchall, someone the Steels know very well from his time with Emily last year. Stocksbridge win the ball back for Turner, then one touch passing Greslak finds Morris, Morris trying to get down the left hand side, blocked by Brown, will go back in midfield, go to Smythe, who sends one forward, looking for Morris, takes it over the top, and into the back of the net, the Steels have the early lead! It's taken less than a minute, 53 seconds on the clock, and Stocksbridge are ahead through James Morris. It's Stocksbridge's first lead of the season, and the first time they've scored before the 90 minutes have elapsed. Sorry, Oliver Greslak, sorry, with the goals. Oliver Greslak, sorry, not James Morris, with the goal, scoring against the club he left last season in August. Oliver Greslak, and well, they say about the former player curse, it's took 52 seconds for it to strike today. As Guiseley get us back underway here. 1-0 down, and Stocksbridge looking to now make the most of this lead. So Stocksbridge not been in the lead yet this season. The only goal they've scored was a consolation against Cleethorpes Town on Wednesday night. Now they're ahead, 52 seconds on the clock. Oliver Greslak with the goal, a lovely lob that I've already had pelters for from the thing, so Galen it's James Morris, because there is a high distance. I'm going to admit, that's a poor one on my part, to get that one wrong. Ball goes forward, Owen can only head away to Charlesworth, takes it down, looking to get away, but João Silva, a former Steel who was on loan with us last year, he tried to win it and does go out eventually for a Stocksbridge throw. Back with Charlesworth, launch forward. Rawson tries to head on, will look for Barnett here, but clipped away in the midfield. Rawson will head it forward, Greslak challenging again for it. Rebecca will get it away. Out knocked onto the left here. To Birchall, who's going to look to get up to top speed now, but Kay's done really well to win the ball off him. Back to Charlesworth, launches it upfield, will go out of play. Ball back. Goes back and then launched forward by Guiseley. Go front. Owen will head it away to Charlesworth. Turns well, goes down under the challenge, a free kick. Already the referee, not the favourite of Nevermore Park. Stocksbridge have the free kick. Three minutes gone in this game, the Steels leading 1-0 here. We've said before, the Stocksbridge have not beaten Guiseley since 2002. Quite a few of the players born, including Oliver Guiseley, were not even born when that game happened. Townsend sending it long, looking for Rawson. Cleared out for a throw-in. Lawler will get it out and Charlesworth will have the throw-in. Now the Steels looking to double their lead if they can from this attack. They had one chance, they took it. Oliver as that's coming close as an option. Morris peels off as well. Forward to Guiseley. Taking it back and trying to turn away, but runs into trouble there through Hopper, who tackles, and now Birchall gets it forward to Buchan. And now João Silva has it. Pace to Byrne. Spreads it out wide here to Lefudu. Holds it up. He's got Brown as an option on his right. Takes that option of Brown. Into the middle again to Buchan, the former Sheffield Wednesday midfielder. Plays it forward to Knight. Back into midfield, and Stocksbridge able to press out. It's gone back to Lawler. Into midfield now. Over to Ferguson, who comes forward. Holds on to it. Guiseley pressing. Back with Hopper. Into the middle to Buchan. Over to Brown. Oh, now Lefudu will take over. Gets past the tackle of Barnett. And in goes helping is the number 7 of Morris. And then cleared away. And then Rawson's going to look to battle with Mabaker. Mabaker gets the head onto it. Back it will go to the keeper, Cracknell. Rolls it out quickly to Lawler. Over to Ferguson now. Sent forward, headed away by Gundry. Not happy, the Guiseley fans, they thought that was a foul from Gundry on Lewis Knight. Over to Barnett in the middle to Kay. Kay turns, sends it over the top, looking for Rawson. It's a really good pass. Rawson gets a touch into the box, stumbles, and the referee's not giving that one either. I think if we can take from what we've seen is that this referee is allowing these big physical clashes to go without any penalisation. Lefudu on the ball. Into the middle for Guiseley. Peg back, and that is a trip, and the referee will give that one. Goal elsewhere. Leek Town have taken the lead against Warrington. Goal scorer Oliver Shenton in that game. Ball played quickly. João Silva in the middle of it. Owen manages to just about get it away. Turner will then get it forward, then Barnett swings on forward, but it's an aimless ball in the end, and Cracknell will come out to deal with that one. Back it is with Lawler now. Into the middle with Hopper. Over to Mabeka. Now Brown. Hard touch though, and Barnett almost got onto it. Goes out for a throw-in right in front of the bench of Ian Richards. Back to Mabeka, then over to Lawler. Connor Ferguson's gone well forward here with Hopper back to help defending, and it's Hopper who's got the ball in that left back position. Forward to Birchall, back in defence. Rawson presses, but forward to Hopper. Gets a turn, and it's a nice switch out to Oliver Brown, who takes the chest, and he is going to press forward. Barnett went to a tackle, missed it. 2 missed tackles. Smythe has just missed one. Guys are going through here. Gundry got a tackle, then a cross into the middle. Charles heads into the 6-yard area, and Smythe clears. It was his initial mistake that almost let Guiseley through. And then it's Guiseley with a tackle that bounced away, and it will go out for a throw-in. Back to Lefudu, into the middle. Back over to Lawler. Over to Ferguson. He's charging forward. Morris can't really keep track of him at this point. Now to Birchall. Scored against Stocksbridge last season for Emley. He's going for it now. Takes a deflected effort. Townsend's rushing out and will claim it. It's with John Lefudu looking to pounce. So 8 minutes gone in this game. Oh, Paul Turner, great start. I'm on a plane to Cyprus. Did the goal stand? Yes, it did. 1-0 Steels. Ball being carried out by guys who have, after that start, which I saw him concede, have now took control of possession. And this football's looking for Birchall, but Kays gets in and clears it upfield. Back with Ferguson. He looks for an option now. The left back, the red-haired defender. Got João Silva with an option, but instead Ferguson eventually will just send it down. Look for Knight. Charles heads away. Kay looks to flick it on, but it's fallen to Birchall now. Birchall forward to Silver on the left wing. Tackle goes in, but back to Ferguson. Takes the touch, out to Silver. Holding up well. Back it will go to Hopper. And then over to Buchan. Out to the right. Now into Lafudu. Back to Brown. Over into midfield again. Switch, but intercepted by Morris. Can he get to the next touch? No, Salva manages to recycle it. Back to Hopper. Hopper sideways into midfield. Then over to Birchall, who's lying deep at the moment. He'll want to take on a man. Tries to pass the middle, but Charles intercepts. Charles lays it up for Morris. Stocksbridge will look to get on the counter-attack, but he's being penned in quite nicely, Morris. Ball goes out. Stocksbridge want the throw-in. Stocksbridge get the throw-in. 9 minutes gone in this game so far. The Steels playing well, leading 1-0, but great Guiseley have got more into this since conceding. In the middle to Turner, back to Charlesworth. Pulls forward, blocked by Silver. Another throw-in for the Steels. A player we know very well. Spent the first half of last season with Stocksbridge. Scored quite a few goals for us as well. All a big fan of him. Well, ball forward to Rawson. Took a touch, it'll go out, and actually going to be another Stocksbridge throw-in. Birchall's been shocked by that. Charles goes forward and the Steels will look to attack again. Charles will look for a quick option. Didn't have it. Will now just hold on to it for a bit longer. Throws it to Kay. Back to Charlesworth. Trying to go forward. Well-timed tackle by Hopper. Now Gregelat's trying to stop Hopper getting in. Gregelat will get the tackle in. It's a Guiseley throw. Back now with Ferguson. Launch back here to Lawler. Over to Mbeka, who will take it forward. Ball going all out. Gundry will head this one away, and he goes out for a throw-in. Right now with Brown for the throw-in. Guiseley having more of the ball since conceding, but no chance as of yet. Ball goes away. Owen will boot that one out. Rawson will try to hold it with Mbeka challenging. Rawson does head it on, but no one's there for it. Switched over to Ferguson. Back into defence with midfield. Harrison Hopper picking it up as it's been dropped deep. Over to Buchan. Running sideways for now, but we'll then just give it over to Mbeka. He turns and back to Buchan. Stocksbridge will be happy for Guiseley to do this all day long. As they try the ball down the channel, Gundry will track it, and the offside flag up is anyway against Lewis. Goal over in Lancaster. They lead 1-0 against Workington. Lewis Mansell, the scorer. As well back now for Townsend to take a free kick. Ball forward here, looking for Morris. Morris is offside as well, so an offside pick, but well, we thought the game was going to continue. Instead, it will be given as a free kick. Morris is not happy about the decision, but I think Fleetwood actually benefited from it in a way. Ball going to Hopper, gets it to Silver. Looking to turn out to Birchall. Running at Charlesworth. Familiar side from last season. Looking to turn into midfield to Buchan. Buchan over to the right here to Brown, who's gone forward. Looking to turn, does turn well from the pressing of Barnett. Barnett gets a tackle in though, and the last touch was off a Guiseley man. It goes out for a goal kick. 13 minutes gone. 1-0 to the Steels here, away from home at Nevermore Park. Will take time, so Stocksbridge actually surprisingly have a winning record against Guiseley over the 10 matches that have happened between the two teams. It's 4 wins for Stocksbridge, 3 draws, 3 losses. Guiseley got a double over Stocksbridge in the 2009-10 season, which was the last time they were in the same league. As Kay there, no foul surprisingly enough, as Charles was switching, look for Morris. the potential for the offside flag, but Morris dropped deep, and then Guiseley trying to head the ball away. Turner will switch out to Barnett on the left, who's got a bit of space. Pass forward looking for number 7 of Morris. Then he gets a tackle as Guiseley defending. It goes out for a Guiseley throw. So back now for Brown for the throw-in. Launch forward. Head away by Gundry to Rawson, who tries to knock out to the left to Barnett. First time pass in the middle, but head away by Lawler and collected by Mumbecker. A press by Morris almost works, but will spill out for a goal kick. A lot of Stocksbridge fans in that corner over there. Forward to Lawler. Out to Hopper, who's carrying it forward. Over to Buchan, who switches it. He's looking for Ferguson and keeps it in Ferguson. This touch takes him inside. Charlesworth, great sliding tackle from Charlesworth. It's ball, and now Stocksbridge on the counter attack. Man down as Charlesworth puts a cross in. Rawson at the far post. He's offside anyway. It was going to be cleared off the line. Ferguson remains down the clear side. Guys fans not happy about it, in my opinion, was that he got to the ball before the man first. But Ferguson is remaining down for now and will likely need some treatment.
That is absolutely shite, referee.
See, you can expect at a football ground when they're not happy, you might get some industrial language, which we do here, we do apologise for. It is in my BBC handbook. Back into defence over to Ferguson, who takes the touch ball forward, and Gondry will just track that, but he's going to have to just make sure Silver can't nip into it. Back to Townsend it goes. Ball now with Townsend, who will launch it forward, but that is a poor one from Townsend. His distribution usually a lot better than that. It's gone all the way back to Cracknell. With Rebecca now. Sends the ball forward and out to the right and being closed in there and all the way back to Mbeka. Another bail from the Guiseley coaching staff, but not given as Gundry heads that one away. Turner brings it down, evades Silver. Well, and he loses the ball there, and Silver slips a pass. Look at Birchall, great standing tackle from Charlesworth, who stopped that going to him. Barnett now, who's on the right wing, back to Charlesworth, who tries to spin the ball out to the right. Out to play it goes for a throw-in. And Kay's going to tell off there, and a booking for Sam Kay for kicking the ball away. So, just a new goal at Stockton versus Morpeth. Kevin Hayes has scored yet again. Stockton, our next league opponents in a fortnight's time, well, 12 days' time. As we're just having a break in play because Mbeka is down injured, a no contact injury. That would be a real concern for Guiseley if he would have to go off. So we'll just have a stop for treatment ahead. So I think with the warm weather, I think both teams will be happy with the drinks break. Guys will be happy just to get everyone back together and reassess ahead of the rest of this first half. Stockbridge will be happy about this game has gone so far with Grezlak's early goal. Clocks the goal being on the 52nd second. You realise I'm doing the thing that you shouldn't ever do, is repeat a word in a sentence, but that's the only way to say it. Lovely lob from Grezlak, who somehow I mixed up with James Morris. Perhaps my mistake. So just looking back at the last time Stocksbridge beat Guiseley, it was here at Nevermore Park on a bank holiday Monday. It was a 2-1 win. Paul Jackson and Jeremy Illingworth with the goals. Wayne Biggins was in the line-up that day for the Steels as well. Stocksbridge had a very good record early on against Guiseley. Quite a few wins in those early games between the two around the turn of the millennium. It actually took until 2003 for the sixth game between the sides before the Guiseley got their first win against Stocksbridge, a 3-2 victory at Bracken Moor. Mark Stewart and David Henry, two of the people that scored for Guiseley on that occasion. Tevendale with both the Steels goals. Well, the game will resume with a Ferguson throw-in. He was the victim of a Charlesworth tackle earlier on in the game that Guiseley fans were paying for blood over. Ferguson throwing the ball down, head away by Charlesworth. Will be another throw-in for Guiseley. Looking for options. He hasn't really got one at the moment. Thrown here to Hopper, who escapes the pressing of Morris. Back with Lawler, over to Mbeka. Carries it forward now. Taking it, good switch over to Ferguson. Takes it down on the chest. Back over into defence. Lawler on the ball. Taking the switch over to Lafudu. His chest takes it past the man, but Barnett back defending, clears it out. Headed by Buchan back to Lafudu, who's holding onto the ball, got two men round him. First pace, tries to get past, and we'll go out for a throw-in. And again, I'm surprised that's not a free kick, because it looked like Barnett had impeded Lafudu's progress. I think Stocksbridge I think this is what we call evening out from a previous victory against Cleethorpes, where Stocksbridge did not get the best of luck with the referees. 20 minutes gone in this game, wins 1-0 to Stocksbridge. Launched down by Smythe. It's all the way to Grezak, who heads it on, and he might just get onto the next touch. Napped away from him, and back in midfield with Silver now looking to turn his man, but Kay wins the ball well. He's going sideways at the moment, could lose possession. Sign tackle keeps it, then loses it to Silver. Kay just kept holding onto the ball for too long there. Now Silver one-on-one. Loses track of the ball there, and then Charles was able to clear it, and that was the good and bad of João Silva on that occasion. Back with Charlesworth. Ball forward looking for Rawson, and then headed out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Charlesworth will come for the throw-in, and Stocksbridge now have it in the opposition half again. Steelers looking to a double the lead. They haven't been in the guys' half that much since the goal, but currently showing take your chances. It's a thing that's been played against Stocksbridge a few times. It's working in their favour for now. All into the box it goes to Rawson. Back it goes to Morris, who's trying to get it down. Sliding tackle takes it away. Smith looking to be the first one onto it. Fludu gets it out, and it will find Knight, who will look to hold onto the ball. Turner misses a tackle. Then a tackle does go in. Stocksbridge get possession back, but pass it into the middle, and it's a free kick steals there for a clip on Jordan Barnett. Back it will go for a free kick. Turner is looking to put the ball into the box here. From distance, he's probably about level with the centre circle on the left wing, Turner. Right football into the box. Gundry's looking for it. Gundry will head it over to the side, over the top of everyone. Rawson was hovering. Will go out for a goal kick, but a good idea just went over Rawson's head. Could be 2-0 if it hadn't. Out to Lawler. No. As Gatzilla from the back. Forward to Silver. Owen will track it. Owen there, just being pressed by Silver. Back to Townsend, who quick pass out to Charlesworth, playing with fire with Silver pressing. Charlesworth gets the ball long, looking for Rawson. Headed away to Ferguson. Forward now to Birchall. Tries to play in the middle. Goes down under Charlesworth. And what's interesting is that's being given as a free kick. It's probably the least of the free kicks Guiseley ought to have had during this game. Birchall plays it quickly. over to Buka. Out now to Lefudu. I think it's a case of evening out, that was. As Lefudu tries to do the burst of pace, and he has got one, and that's a hack down, and a free kick. Connor Smythe with the hack, and it might be a yellow card as well. It'd be Stocksbridge's second of the game. And a difficult set piece for Stocksbridge to have to defend. Knight will head over to take the free kick. Just saying about that Townsend pass out where Silver was almost got onto the end of it. João Silva's last goal for Stocksbridge was a very similar thing. It was over against Newton Aycliffe at Bracken Moor. He tried the pass out. Silva was the first man onto it, and he simply ran into an empty goal, like you do when you're mocking someone on FIFA. 1-1 that game finished. Silva was inches away from being able to do the same against his former team. Grejlak's just been told to get back to help defend. Here comes the free kick, left-footed ball for the near post, headed away, and it's a sly shot that will be claimed at the near post by Ben Townsend. It bounced off the ground, that took all the power away from it. 25 minutes gone. Slice over to the left wing. Barnett will take it back to Smythe. Smythe down the channel, but picked up by Brown and cleared out, but only back to Smythe, who sends it forward again. Headed on by Morris. Grejlak is there again. Grejlak's going to take the shot. No, not cut far off. A flash of a shot that was right across the keeper and then right across the far post. He's against his former team, one that he only made a few appearances for, having come through the youth system here. Could argue he never got a chance. He's showing the guys, the coaching staff, hey, maybe you should have given me a chance. Almost 2-0. Back out for Lawler now, who sends it forward. Headed away by Owen. Morris sets it down for Kay, takes it down, knocked back to Charlesworth, takes the touch, clip forward, looking for Barnett. It's going to fall fairly to Barnett, and then they thought there was a touch there by Mabuka, no free kick given. And that switch out, and Brown's going to look to run onto it, keeps it in just about. Knight with the one-touch pass, looking for Labudu, and he's going to burst through. Another sliding tackle takes him down. There was no yellow card last time for Smythe. This time there will be. And it's another free kick from a near identical position. Smythe is really struggling with Lafudu at the moment. He's just got a late burst of pace, Lafudu. That Smythe, who was one of the best defenders in the MPL East for Cleethorpes Town last season, he's really struggling to deal with it. And it's a free kick from a very similar position. I wonder if Ian Richards might be thinking, we need to figure something out from there. Because that looks like it could be a targeted position for the rest of the game. Especially now that Smythe is on his yellow card. Hopefully using to use their big defence to try and keep this ball out of the net. Left-footed cross. Dingling in far post. And it's touching far post. Guiseley equalised. And it is Mabeka there who's got the goal. At the far post. It's Stocksbridge penalised for giving that foul away on the right wing. The Seals now have to fight back to retake the lead. With LeBron Mabeka scoring the goal. 1-1 here at Nevermore Park. And Stocksbridge will be seething at the fact they have conceded from a set piece. Something that they see as their own speciality. It was a brilliant delivery. Stocksbridge couldn't do much about it, and that is definitely a target now for Guiseley, going down that right wing to see if they can get another foul off Smythe in that way. Forward to Rawson, knocked out to the left to Barnett, keeps it in, appeals it on, now to Rawson on the left, tackle goes in from Mabeka, will go out for corner, and Stocksbridge's first corner. Steele's yet to score from a corner this season, only scored 2 goals this season, but this was a speciality last year. Turner will go over to take the corner. Plenty of options in the middle. Stocksbridge look to retake the lead. Owen and Gundry will be targets. Putting it into the middle of the box, and Rebecca got a touch onto that, and I thought Rebecca got the touch. Referee is going to disagree on this one and go out for a goal kick. Back now with Cracknell. 1-1 here. Steels after that early goal have been pegged back. Owen, header comes off the back of Knight, and it will go out for a throw-in. Knight there, I think he just had a little tanglement with Owen as he went down there, and gets back up after staying for the ground a bit, limping a bit. Thrown to Owen now, to Charlesworth. Sent down the line looking for the runner Grejlak. Headed away looking for Rawson, but picked up by Buchan, out to Brown, who will run the ball out here. He's on the full length, far for the pitch actually. Outright to Lafudu, and Stocksbridge need to come up with a plan to deal with him because he has been the danger man and he got the free kick. Ferguson, clip ball into the middle, headed away by Owen. Morris will get it, turns, clears it away. Rawson will challenge, and Rebecca will head it out for a Stocksbridge throw. Charlesworth will come up to take it. Stocksbridge desperately trying to retake the lead here. 30 minutes gone, 1-1. Looking for their first win of the season as Owen clips ball forward, but it's uncontested for Rebecca to head away. Turner returns it into the middle. Birchall will pick it up. Ball goes all the way back to the goalkeeper Cracknell. Back out to Rebecca. Carrying it forward. Turns out of trouble, and back it will go to Cracknell, who won't be pressed. He'll have his time to pick out his man, and it's going to be a short one to Lawler. Lawler switching out, looking for Ferguson. Charlesworth will head it away. Turner bringing it down, and he's going to go down the right wing. Grejlak is there, so he's looking for Grejlak, but Lawler gets the tackle in, passes it out, and Kay's going to contest this one, but it's going to be won here by the number 8 Hopper. Goes out towards Lafudu. It's going to be a free kick for a foul from Kay, and Wednesday man's happy with that one. Ball to Colling, and Grejlak goal top. He got the early goal today. Came close to a second as well. On the middle, Charlesworth misses the header, but the bounce is a bit favourable. He just goes to Birchall, slips in. Knight could go clear, takes a shot. Great sliding challenge from Gundry, blocks it. Corner kick, Guiseley. Guiseley showing plenty of attacking impetus since equalising. Could have been 2-1 there. Gundry, brilliant sliding tackle. But Rebecca is down again, the goal scorer. He was down earlier on in the game. He's going to need some treatment now. We're surprised to see goals in the first half. It's the first time in a Stocksbridge game that any team has scored in the first half. All 3 games up to now, all 4 games, my apologies, up to now, for the Steels have been 0-0 at half-time. Stocksbridge ended that within 52 seconds. Guiseley, though, scored the first goal in the first half against Stocksbridge this year through the man who's down injured now, Brendan Rebecca. Got some goals elsewhere to tell you about in a moment. I should say about one, because Ashton United are ahead against FC United, top of the table, FC United. Luke Burke, the scorer. Hensford Town also 1-0 up against Russia Olympic. Akeem Rose has got the goal. Sold out in this, yeah, that's not a surprise. Local derby. 4,500 will be in there as so the goal scorer LeBron Rebecca. Well, Stocksbridge would be wishing he had gone off a few minutes earlier. He's going to be off and replaced by Jamie Spencer. So the goal scorer for Guiseley heads off the pitch. And Stocksbridge will look to have a corner now to deal with. Right, for As the ball into the middle, head to the edge of the area, to Buchan, urge to shoot, takes a shot, great save Townsend, another corner kick coming. Guiseley completely in control of the game at the moment. Steels are just looking to survive. It's a lovely stride by Buchan, but Townsend was equal to it to his left.
An announcement for Mr. R. Walsh. Mr. R. Walsh, you have lost something, and it is in the office.
So the ball
Mr.
back.
R. Walsh has lost something, and it is in the office.
It's correct, he's lost his mind at this point. As the ball goes into the corner kick, good header away by Gundry. Will fall back to that Lafudu. He's been the danger man all game. Out to the right, cross going in, claimed by Townsend. And then he's tripped as he was going out, and it will be a booking here for Lawler. That is one of the daftest ways you can get a yellow card in a game. He's tripping the goalkeeper on his way out. And well, that's Guiseley's first yellow of the game, and what a daft way to do it. That's one of those where your manager, you're not getting your fine back. Sometimes you can if it's like one of those like sacrifice ones. Yeah, that's one where you might get it doubled. Especially if Stocksbridge decide to target him a bit. Ball goes forward, it's headed away by that man who's been booked, Lawler. Then headed on. Bircher will head it into Silver. Playing a central role, John Silver today. Oliver Charles launched down the right for Grejlak to chase, and he might just be able to nip in here and get the ball, and he has done so. He's got Ferguson to deal with, and he'll just knock it off Ferguson and get the throw in. Looked like Guiseley had just given up on that ball as it went into their corner. And it is actually going to be his corner kick, which Jordan Barnett is going to go to take, and we saw on Saturday his deliveries are dangerous. He's got a brilliant left foot, got National League experience playing for Yeovil Town and Oldham Athletic. Comes to the club, comes with some pedigree, though he has been in step 5 for a couple of years for Penny St Church and Abbey Hay. This corner, though, we're hoping it's going to be the quality delivery that we expect. Into the middle, and Owen was racing onto that, goes to the far post. Silver clears it to Turner, shot to Turner, blocked. Birchall will clear it. Going to be collected here by Morris. Out back to Barnett, who'll want it on his left, gets it on his left, cross going in, far post over the top of everyone, goal kick. But Stocksbridge do look good in attack today and weren't far off that cross from connecting with someone. Hebburn Town are leading against Whitby. They'd come into this weekend without a win. They look like they could go away with 2. Gary Martin has got the goal for Hebburn as Birchall does really well to that's an interesting one because the ball actually looked like it stayed in, but it's been given as a throw-in. It's basically a reverse of the situation we had at Cleethorpes where the ball went out and Cleethorpes went on to score. But then Bircher was in a collision with Elliot Owen, which we thought could have ended up being a card. That is a thing that can happen. But Stocksbridge will have the throw-in. Charles sending the ball forward, looking for Rawson, but it's ended up going to bounce out of play and be a Guiseley throw, which I think is a fair way of evening it out. Love the fair play from Stocksbridge today. As the ball is thrown forward, and there's going to be a foul. Owen shrugged off by Knight, quickly taken by Gundry, but it won't be given as a quick free kick. The ball was still travelling according to Conor Ledgway, our referee today.
Are you watching, referee?
Might be able to tell the referee is not a popular man in this part of North Leeds. Yes, Townsend will take this free kick. They've got options. Townsend likes to turn these free kicks into attacking opportunities. Townsend, ball into the box and headed into the middle, and it just went behind Morris, and Ferguson's going to be able to come away with this. Lays it off for Birchall. He's deep in his own half now, and he's there to line on. Kay's going to try and do the man onto it, but Charles reads it. Boots out of play, throwing for Guiseley. 2 goals for Ilkeston. Tyler Weil and Jamie Walker have put Ilkeston 2-0 up. with Ferguson for this throw in. Oh, back into Birchall. Turns well and escapes one challenge, but Turner gets in. Turner will carry out with it over the top into the middle. He's looking for the runner Barnett. That will be dealt with by the substitute Spencer, but he only gets it to Turner now to Rawson, who will go down the right wing. Hold it up. Back to Charlesworth. Puts the ball into the middle and headed away by Spencer. Brought down now. Charlesworth will just cover it and it goes out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Stocksbridge ended this half really well. They didn't really survive the pressure. Guys, they put under them in the end. That free kick was headed in by Mbeka. Make it 1-1. But Stocksbridge, could they just try and nick one before the break? They are pushing in that sort of fashion at the moment. 42 Rawson, who holding up the ball in the box. Back to Charlesworth, takes the touch. Cross going into the middle, headed away to the edge of the area. Kay will get it. Kay on his left foot takes a shot right at the keeper. We've seen Kay putting some good shots. Jordan Easton made a stunning save as Lafudu has it over onto the right wing to Knight. Lafudu's got the overlap option. Lafudu is then taken out by Gundry. It's another free kick, Guiseley. And a third yellow for the Steels. Down that right-hand side, Stocksbridge really can't handle Guiseley. 2 yellow cards over on that side. Gundry is the left-sided centre-back, and Connor Smythe. And it will be another free kick, and it is further out than that one where Stocksbridge conceded from, but Ian Richards will be really frustrated that he sees set pieces as a speciality for the team, defending and attacking. He will be particularly irritated at that one because it was a very good delivery, though. You can't fault that. Here comes the ball, right-footed by Knight. Towards the far post again. Gundry this time heads it away. Hey, it was the same sort of tactic, and it's going to be given as an offside actually. Number 4 Buchanan was going for it. The judge does it, and because Stocksbridge defending an attack that came from that offside, defending that offside position, that's why it was given. You can debate if it was offside is a totally separate thing, but the method behind the decision was correct. Ball forward from Townsend for Rawson, who can only head it on and out for a throw-in. 41 minutes gone here, 1-1 between the Steels and Guiseley. With Ferguson for the throw-in. Thrown into Knight. Owen trying to get in there, but back into midfield to Hopper, over to Buchan. Now out towards Brown as we see this 4-2-3-1 that Guiseley are using, trying to press forward. Ball switched over towards the left wing, looking for Ferguson, but headed away by Charlesworth, brought down by Morrison, and then Owen will clear its way, but it's only going to go back here for Lawler. Out now for Buchan. Buchan to have possession of the ball. Being forced back and then switching it, and it's not a good switch. Out for a throw in it will go. Stocksbridge get the ball back. Gainsborough Trinity have taken the lead away at Cleethorpes Town in a Lincolnshire derby. That goal coming from Johnny Margott, doing well as a replacement for Declan Howe. As Owen heads the ball away, but only gives it to Lafudu. Ball forward, head away by Gundry, collected by Turner, back to Owen, forward to Kay, who turns well. He's going to try and get to the left-hand side. Rawson tries to nick it back into midfield, and allows it to go to Turner, out towards Barnett. Barnett now will put a ball into middle. He's looking for Gretschlack again, and head away for it can get to him, and it's going out for another Stocksbridge corner, their third of the game. So a good opportunity for Stocksbridge from this set piece. Gundry and Owen both going up. Rawson and Morris are big targets there as well. Turner. Here it comes, right-footed, high, looking for that far post. Gundry has to chase it as it goes over him on the right-hand side. Hasn't got any support for it. keeps it in. Goes down the right, Gundry, a little bit more pace than you expect him. Put it towards the near post. Goes into the middle. Turner's wanting the shot. Drill shot. Great save. And it's going to go all the way to the right-hand side. Kept in. Lafudu will pick it up and tries to get it to the right. Finds Brown. Big ball forward. Charlesoff will read it. And back to Townsend it will go, who will be jeered. Sends it upfield, rasping, curling in the air. Gundry midfield will head it on, and Silver got a touch onto it. Appeals for a handball from Morrison, not given. Now Birchall got it, and there's no one going to Birchall because Charlesoff is out of position. Birchall into the box, across the 6 yard area, cleared, edge of the area. João Silva, deflected shot. Townsend saves. Really good counter from Guiseley. What they did great was get Birchall on the left. Charles was back on the left-hand side defending the other side of that counter. He isolated Sam Kay, who had gone back into right back. Great cross in, but Stocksbridge defend and survive. And ball hooked away and into the box. Townsend will collect. Almost, we're just about to hit the 45th minute mark. Hello to Allcroft, thank you for all the super chat, that £4 super chat, we appreciate it. Come on lads, bring 3 points back. Please just manage to get a big signal, don't let me down. As the ball goes back in. We're going to have 4 minutes of added time. It's a bit like when we're back in 2022 World Cup when we used to get mad added times on for seemingly not much. I didn't think there were many breaks other than the 2 goals and a couple of injury ones. Enjoying the August sunshine here in Guiseley. As Gundry heads the ball away, but it'd be for Spencer to collect, and he's going forward. Rawson robs him. He does rob him, gets it to Barnett. Switches out to Guiseley, and it's 2 over hit. And Stocksbridge need to take advantage of opportunities like that. They fail to do so on that occasion. Back it goes into Lawler. Over now. It goes to Ferguson. Back to Lawler. He'll hit it sideways. Now over to Spencer. Tricky job coming on as a centre-back. Handled it well so far, though, as he gets run to Knight, holds it up, but Knight just got a foot in from Turner there, and he's out to Barnett, and there's a counter opportunity. Barnett, little back heel to Rawson, who I think just too slow in the ball. He's out Guiseley to get back. He has to get it back to Gundry here. Rawson, who might not be here for the next game from what I hear, so we'll let it fall to Barnett over the top of everyone. Will go out. Both teams appealing for the throw-in, given Guiseley's way. 1.5 minutes of added time, 4 in total to come. Ball back on the right, launch forward here. Bring it down well by Silva, escapes Owen, shirt pulled by Turner, doesn't even work. Advantage given, and that will be held up for that free kick. It was a clear shirt pulled by Turner. He's going to end up in the book as well. 4th booking of the day for Stocksbridge. Stocksbridge, who were last year the best disciplined team in the Northern Premier League East, as in got the least yellow cards of any side, actually. And in terms of discipline in the whole entire Northern Premier League, we're only 2nd behind Whitby Town. They've had 4 today already. And it's just because of Guiseley's pace up front. In particular, John Lafudu, who has had a hell of a game on the right wing today. So back now in midfield for a free kick, deep. But Stocksbridge have got their players back to defend. Ball looking for that far post again, headed away by Morris. Guiseley looks to bring it down, can't get the touch, and then wins a 50-50. Goes through, Morris is offside. Barnett, is offside there, sorry. He was just... Guiseley just couldn't get the pass on first as Barnett was making the run. Good offside trap, executed well by Guiseley. 3 minutes of added time have now gone. As we reach half time around the grounds in the Northern Premier League. Ball being carried forward here. Gets it into here to Knight. Knight controls, trying to get it forward to Silver, but blocked, and now Smythe will clear it. Headed on by Barnett, but goes into midfield. Guiseley tries to get it left to Rawson. Back it goes into midfield forward, looking for Morris, but it goes into the box, simply claimed by the goalkeeper. 30 seconds to go of this first half, 1-1 here. switch to Ferguson. Guiseley to have the last attack of this half. In what has been a very good game of football. Ball knocked over the top, and Birchall's looking to get onto it, but Owen gets first. Townsend gets out to Charlesworth. Charlesworth turns with Silver pressing. Down the channel it goes, looking for Morris. Goes out, and it will be back now for Hopper, but that is half time. Well, Stocksbridge got off to the best possible start. 52 seconds as Guiseley lobbed Joe Cracknell to give the Seals a lead, but around just after half an hour, a free kick, basically two identical fouls on Lafudu on the right wing, whipped in. Libron Mabeka had to go off injured later on, headed in at the far post from a yard out. It's 1-1 here between Guiseley and Stocksbridge Park Steels. We'll see you in 15 minutes. And here we go. The Steels get us underway on the yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from left to right, while Warrington Rams in the all red kit, kicking from right to left, and Stockbridge immediately just kick the ball out for a throw-in. Jordan Barnett, the scorer, not the scorer, the taker. Corner going in towards the far post. Two men went into it, Gundry and Rawson, each other's way, went over the bar. If one of them had just ducked out to it, I think it'd have been 1-0. It's just going to be Hardcastle, will be a right-footed one. Here comes Hardcastle. Good shot, it's on target, but claimed by Townsend. Right into his arms in the end. Out forward into midfield to the Rylands. Forward towards Yahya. Sorry, it's Akpo moving on to the left wing. Akpo on the left, looking for an option. Just as ball goes in, headed away by Gundry. Guiseley heads out, and Morris will get it. Morris off ball over the top for Barnett. Barnett will get it. He's got a chance to put the ball into the middle. He's wanted to get it on his left though, but takes the shot over the bar. And for a shot or a cross here. Going for the cross to the far post, and it's still in this volley. Knocked into the back in the 6-yard area by Burton and claimed by Townsend. Poor pass back, and they're able to clear, but only to Turner. Tries to get it onto his left, does. Cross going in, blocked by his own player. It was Connor Smythe who blocked it. And now Rylands on the counter-attack through the legs of Guiseley, but Kay gets onto it. Kay's taking it out right to the right. Forward to Morris. Gets past a man, Morris. Needs a man in the middle. Rawson's unmarked. Back to Rawson. Takes the touch. Shoots a shot wide. Rawson should score. Takes maybe one too many touches. He curls it on an outward curve to the right. That's the end of the first half. And it really... It's our first offside of the game, amazingly. And it will be a free kick for the Steels. Hyde United are 3-1 up against Whitby. Anton he only scored his second goal for the end of the first half. As ball forward here to Oliver Grezlak. Puts it sideways to Turner. Turner takes a touch, trying to get down that right wing, but has to get back to Grezlak. His route was passed off. Well, in the middle. Middle to Morris, takes a shot! Over the bar somehow! Enjoying the game for wherever you are today. Ball going forward, looking for Rawson, headed away. That's Lee from Graphics, by the way, our sponsor. As it's gone to Grezlak, takes a shot, deflected, goes to Rawson, finds Barnett, puts a one-time cross in. Turner with a header, diving save by Pilly. Townsend will take this free kick. Launched forward, looking for Rawson, headed away though. Morris is looking to be the first one on. Does shields ball well, but forced backwards. Sideways to Turner. Turner just loops on his foot a bit away. He's forced out to the left-hand side, trying to get down the left wing now. Breaks forward for him. He's looking for the shot. Right footed shot over the bar. At least I know in one of you lot, you'll probably test that. Going forward, head away by Owen. Marshall knocks it into the middle. Turner gets it, clipped down the right. Grezlak will to get onto this. Grezlak brings it down well, needs the cross. Low cross, Rawson near post. Poor effort and it's saved. Kay will try to head it, but he looks like he might lose that one. He heads it forward, falls here to Turner. Just didn't get any power on it, Rawson, for that one. Smythe gets it out to the left. Morris trying to keep it in. He's got a throw in after knocking it off. Ball going forward. Looking for Poole. Heads it on well. Marshall heads it down for Crook. Crook going forward. Tries to left to right. Blocked, but it falls back to Marshall. Cook takes it off. Deflected shot and it goes just wide. For one touch passing, I don't think Crook really knew it got onto his foot, but it almost looped into the back post. It would have been his first touch since coming on. To Hall. Trying to get it forward to Smith, but misplaced tackle. Charles, can he keep it in? He can't. The counter attack will not be on as he thought it would. Here comes Stocksbridge substitutions. So firstly, Grezlak's coming off. He's going to be replaced by Jack Crook. Actually, no. We wanted the subs. Ian Richards asked for them, but the game continues. Owen heads it to the edge of the area. Kawamia gets onto it. Kawamia takes a shot. Well saved, Townsend. Gundry clears it before it goes out. No, it will go out for a corner kick. Jack Crook comes to us from the Baller League that were on Sky Sports earlier this year. Cleared away by Rylands. They do so in the second attempt. O'Connor misses that one, but Owen goes in, slides it over to the right to Charles, heads it forward, and Crook gets it over. Marshall on the right as an option, finds Marshall. Marshall putting the cross in. Far post! Watson! That should be 1-0. How is it not? Out for a throw in. Watson somehow doesn't tuck away. He goes over to the edge of the area. Now back to right to Caddick. Caddick looking for space. Sends a shot in over the bar. And then O'Connor passes it out to Marshall. Marshall will send it down the line, but then cleared away by Reagan to Turner, who wins that ball. Down looking for Watson to chase. And it's Smith trying to chase it. Smith heads it out way. Reagan will clear it. Took a block off a Steel player. And that is it for the game. It's another 0-0 draw for Steelers, their second of season. With results elsewhere, I believe that will put us into the bottom three, which is a disappointment, but has been a positive result, really, because Warrington are second in the table going into this. And and here we go. The Steels get us underway on the yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from left to right, while Warrington Rams in the all-red kit, kicking from right to left, and Stockbridge immediately just kick the ball out for a throw-in. Jordan Barnett, the scorer. The scorer, not the scorer, the taker. Corley going towards the far post. Two men went into it, Gundry and Rawson, each other's way, went over the bar. If one of them had just ducked out to it, I think it'd have been 1-0. It's just going to be Hardcastle, will be a right-footed one. Here comes Hardcastle. Good shot, it's on target, but claimed by Townsend. Right into his arms in the end. Out forward into midfield to the Rylands. Forward towards Yahya. Sorry, it's Akpo moving on to the left wing. Akpo on the left, looking for an option. Just as ball goes in, head away by Gundry. Grejlak heads out, and Morris will get it. Morris off ball over the top for Barnett. Barnett will get it. He's got a chance to put the ball into the middle. He's wanted to get it on his left though, but takes the shot over the bar. And for a shot or a cross here. Going forward the cross to the far post, and it's still in this volley. Knocked into the back in the 6-yard area by Burton and claimed by Townsend. Poor pass back, and they're able to clear, but only to Turner. Tries to get it onto his left, does. Cross going in, blocked by his own player. It was Connor Smythe who blocked it. And now Rylands on the counter-attack through the legs of Grejlak, but Kay gets onto it. Kay's taking it out right to the right. Forward to Morris. Gets past the man, Morris. Needs a man in the middle. Rawson's unmarked. Back to Rawson. Takes the touch. Shoots the shot wide. Rawson should score. Takes maybe one too many touches. He curls it on an outward curve to the right. That's the end of the first half. And it's our first offside of the game, amazingly. And it will be a free kick for the Steels. Hyde United are 3-1 up against Whitby. Anton Mackie only scored his second goal for the end of the first half. As ball forward here to Oliver Grejlak. Puts it sideways to Turner. Turner takes the touch, trying to get down that right wing, but has to get back to Grejlak. His route was passed off. Well in the middle. Middle to Morris, takes a shot! Over the bar somehow! Enjoying the game for wherever you are today. Ball going forward, looking for Rawson, headed away. That's Lee from Graphics, by the way, our sponsor. As it's gone to Grejlak, takes a shot, deflected, goes to Rawson, finds Barnett, puts a one-time cross in. Turner with a header, diving save by Pilly. Townsend will take this free kick. Launched forward, looking for Rawson, headed away though. Morris is looking to be the first one on. Does shields ball well, but forced backwards. Sideways to Turner. Turner just loops on his foot a bit away. He's forced out to the left-hand side, trying to get down the left wing now. Breaks forward for him. He's looking for the shot. Right-footed shot over the bar. At least I know in one of you lot, you'll probably test that. Going forward, head away by Owen. Marshall knocks it into the middle. Turner gets it. Clip down the right. Grejlak will to get onto this. Grejlak brings it down well, needs the cross. Low cross, Rawson near post. Poor effort, and it's saved. Kay will try to head it, but he looks like he might lose that one. He heads it forward, falls here to Turner. Just didn't get any power on it, Rawson, for that one. Smythe gets it out to the left. Morris trying to keep it in. He's got a throw in after knocking it off. Ball going forward. Look for Poole, heads it on well. Marshall heads it down for Crook. Crook going forward, tries to left to right, blocked, but it falls back to Marshall. Cook takes it off, deflected shot, and it goes just wide. For one touch passing, I don't think Crook really knew it got onto his foot, but it almost looped into the back post. It would have been his first touch since coming on. To Hall, trying to get it forward to Smith, but misplaced tackle. Charles, can he keep it in? He can't. The counter attack will not be on as he thought it would. Here comes Stocksbridge substitutions. So firstly, Grejlak's coming off. He's going to be replaced by Jack Crook. Actually, no. We wanted the subs. Ian Richards asked for them, but the game continues. Owen heads it to the edge of the area. Kwamya gets onto it. Kwamya takes a shot. Well saved, Townsend. Gundry clears it before it goes out. No, it will go out for a corner kick. Jack Crook, who comes to us from the Baller League that were on Sky Sports earlier this year. Cleared away by Rylands. They do so in the second attempt. O'Connor misses that one, but Owen goes in, slides it over to the right to Charles, heads it forward, and Crook gets it over. Marshall on the right as an option, finds Marshall. Marshall putting the cross in. Far post! Watson! That should be 1-0. How is it not? Out for a throw in. Watson somehow didn't tuck away. He goes over to the edge of the area. Now back to right to Caddick. Caddick looking for space. Sends a shot in over the bar. And then O'Connor passes it out to Marshall. Marshall will send it down the line, but then cleared away. Hello and welcome back to Nevermore Park here for the second half of Stocksbridge Park Steels versus Guiseley. It's 1-1 here, sponsored by R&R Car Art and Hire Limited, and we are underway for the second half. So it's Guiseley in the white shirt, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from left to right, while Stocksbridge Park Steels are in the claret shirts, claret shorts, and claret socks, kicking from right to left. Steele's got a throw in that they've taken quickly, goes to Guiseley, ball into the middle, saved by Cracknell. He spilled it initially. Barnett was ready to try and jump onto that one, with almost a goal as quickly as the first half. Ball going forward here for Guiseley, without another Stocksbridge throw in. So teams for you: Guiseley, Joe Cracknell in net, then Oliver Brown, Connor Ferguson, Jay Buchan, Jamie Spencer, who came on for LeBron Becker in the first half, Jake Lawler, John Lafudu, Harrison Hopper, Lewis Knight, Amir Birchall and Zhao Silva. The bench is Ben Town, it's Zan Bentley, Jack Emmett, Jamie Spencer, he's already gone, Taylor Bowen and Jordan Fewlis. Ball forward by Charlesworth. Guiseley going to try and keep this in, can't do so, and it will be a Guiseley throw-in. For Stocksbridge, it's Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Connor Smythe, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, James Morris, Sam Kay, Luke Rawson, Oliver Grezlak and Jordan Barnett. The bench is Jack Crook, Alex O'Connor, Tommy Marshall, Jack Watson and Thomas Poole. Here comes Brown forward for Guiseley. A bit of an early fright, but that's pass in the middle that I thought was going to look a bit poor, but dropping back away was Harrison Hopper. Switch that to left towards the left wing there of number 10 Birchall, and he gets tackled and he comes off Birchall last. Quickly taken by Charles to Morris. Tackle going into the middle. It goes to Knight now, who looks to get past Owen. Owen slipped out quickly. Townsend, who tackles with his feet, is still in play. Townsend having to race back in. It's not one of Townsend's finest moments. I think he wanted a free kick, but he didn't get it. Buchan on the ball. Out to the left. There's a Guiseley player in the corner flag down, injured. Chip ball into the middle. Zhao Silva can't get to it. Headed away by Gundry, and Smith gets it away. Now Morris tries to boot it, blocked. It's still in the Stocksbridge half. Picked up here by Ollie Brown. Gets it for Lafudu. Trying to chase on to Smythe. Smythe knocks it away. Guiseley throwing, but there is still a Guiseley player down. But they're playing on Guiseley, and then they're saying, "Can we stop it, please?" But I'm guessing they're going to get the throw-in back. AI going Stocksbridge win. And Townsend shouting some orders out. Just looking at some goal results in the Northern Premier League East, and a bit of a shock one. Bridling Town leading 2-0 against North Ferriby. Well, the only one that is a bit of a shock out of those score lines. Bank Holiday Monday, the second half usually is a test of fitness after the Saturday game, especially for a Stocksbridge team that hasn't made any changes, not even any on the bench. Did take players off relatively early in that first half, but we'll look to use the up bench later on in the game, as I think it's Lewis Knight there who's just going to get taken off for further treatment. We have got Jordan Fewlis on the bench, who is a damn fine substitute to have on the bench if your striker has to go off. And it's going to be, and that is the substitution that is about to be made. Jordan Fewlis makes his way on with Knight coming off, and that is out of the frying pan into the fire for this Steel's defence. Bounce ball is played back into Spencer, who now gives it over to his fellow centre back today, Lawler. Back to the keeper, to Cracknell. Cracknell, left foot forward, looking here for Lafudu, and Gundry has to head it backwards. It's out for a corner kick. Wondered if he needed to do that, but he weren't taking any chances, Gundry. So back now for this corner. Stocksbridge conceded from that free kick from a similar position to a corner in the first half. Shows they are definitely proficient from these set pieces. Corner in, look for the far post, and it's a Lawler with a header, but he couldn't really get the direction on it. Goal kick. So 1-1 here at Nevermore Park. For Ollie Grezlak, the last person to score for Stocksbridge against Guiseley was Jamie Vardy back in 2010. Grezlak won't mind a career path like that. I don't think we'd mind a career path like that for him. As Silva is going forward for it, but Barnett Smythe just blocked him out of it, and it will be a throw-in. Come forward by Smythe. Rawson heads it on. Grezlak gets it on the left wing, trying to go forward, but well collected and knocked away by Lawler. Throw-in Stocksbridge. Not doing too bad, Stocksbridge, in the start of this second half. 51 minutes gone. Not been any goals in the second half in the Northern Premier League just yet. Back now here with Smythe, thrown to Barnett, back to Smythe, trying to get it to Barnett, blocked by Lafudu, and it will be another throw-in. Thrown to Turner, trying to get it to Barnett, but Brown clears. Gundry will track, heads it away. Smythe will collect it, and then Lafudu gets it, keeps it in play. Lafudu into the middle, blocked by Kay, throw-in to Guiseley. I think we'll be watching on. He is here today, thinking I want to be back in the first team. Smythe having a few issues with Lafudu. Played, and then Barnett wins the ball into the middle now to Grezlak, who has space to roam. Grezlak pressing forward. Morris wants the ball. Morris will get it on the right-hand side. Rawson's at the far post. Plays it in, looking for Grezlak. Block. Grezlak trying to get something onto it, and Lawler will collect and gets it out to left. Could go out, but no. Ferguson gets it just before it goes out for a corner, and it's cleared away. Silva looking to control it with his chest out on the left-hand side. Being wrestled there by Charles. A free kick given. Mark Bauer not happy that nothing more's been given than that.
How many times, referee?
And it's going to be a free kick for Guiseley. Should be on the halfway line. But it looks like he has been allowed to go about 5, 6, 7, 8 yards before into that.
Got 2 bookings, referee. I only ask. Idiot.
So the ball back here. Tom Charles hasn't been booked yet. Could have had it there, but none given. Ball forward, looking here for Birchall. He's going to get past Charlesworth, and that could be a booking. Oh no, nothing given for that, as Turner clears it out. Morris heads it forward to Grezlak for Rawson on the right wing. Grezlak gets a shove over off the ball, and Rawson tries to play it forward, and it goes out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Again, I think that may have been, we'll say, an evening out of the game, as that shove on Grezlak off the ball was not being. And Mark Bauer now is. Well, he's going to get himself in the book, I think, for some of his protests. We saw it happen to Ian Richards, was sent off last Wednesday against Cleethorpes Down for his protests about the first Cleethorpes goal. No booking yet for the manager, but he has got a telling off. Thrown forward by Charlesworth, knocked away. Into midfield to Hopper, knocked out. Owen clears it away. Looking for Rawson here. Hit away and out. Stocksbridge throw-in. So another throw Charlesworth to take. Taking his time, looking for an option. He hasn't really got any. He's got Turner behind him, but he says he's going to find Morris. He forced backwards. Morris immediately pressed, then goes down, and the challenge in the free kick given. One of those situations where your manager's screaming at him, don't foul, don't foul, don't foul, because he's going backwards. You've got Morris in the position you want him, and then you nibble a bit too much at the ankles, and there we go. be a free kick for Jordan Barnett to take, and we know what his left foot's like. Referee gives his okay. Captain trying to get it into the middle. Gundry with the header is offside anyway. It was well wide, even if it was onside. No one tracking his run. Gundry a big target, but he did only score once for Sherwood Colliery last season. He moved on loan from the Nottinghamshire side, and Gundry a bit of coming together between him and Fewlist, and he'll just go back to Townsend. Ball going out to the left. Barnett gets it on and then headed away back to Barnett. Gives it over to Turner, then to Smythe, who will come forward with it. Now to Grezlak on the left wing, who is going to run now down that left side. He's got past his full-back, down to the touchline, pen back to the middle, block, corner kick, Stocksbridge. A chance to get another ball into the box. Corners haven't really created much yet. This is the one they'll want it to create with. Just look, I think Hensford are going to go top of the table today as results stand. As Turner has the ball. Here comes the ball off far post, that one. Owen with the header, headed off the line. It's still in the 6-yard area, keeper claims it. I think there'd have been appeals for a foul if that had gone in. Owen did seem to be on the back of his defender, but Guys 5, and now Gownsey on the counter attack. Look for Fewlist. Charlesworth picks it out and defends. Now outside the foot, look for Barnett, and it's a great ball to Barnett. Barnett goes towards the edge of the area, puts the ball in, goes towards Morris. Morris takes a shot, deflected, and over the bar. Another corner for Stocksbridge. Two great chances in the matter of minutes for the Steels. Turner will go to take another corner. We were so close to retaking the lead through that last set piece. Turner now got lots of options. He found one last time. High left one, look at that far post again. This time the keeper claims it. And then Barnett is in his way. Nothing given for that when a yellow card was given the other way in the first half. Quickly taken, looking for Fewlist, who tries to hold up. Bottom films away from him. Kay got to tackle him, but it will just go deeper. João Silva picks it up for Guiseley. João Silva continuing forward, and then the ball will just go out to his feet into Townsend, one of the many players who have played for both clubs. We'll go through a list of them in a moment. There's quite a lot of them. Understandable, considering this is a relatively close distance between the two teams. Ball going forward, goes into the middle, and Stocksbridge trying to take the ball from the clearance. Smythe gets it forward to Turner. Turner trying to go down the left-hand side, gets it to Barnett. Barnett, back it goes to Smythe, forward to Turner. Turner out left looking for Smythe. Smythe puts it back in, claimed by the keeper, just couldn't keep it low. Smythe and the defender just got a bit tangled there as well. As Guiseley cutting forward themselves, it's turned into a bit of a basketball game, back and forth. As here comes the Voodoo down the left wing, bursting forward, held up again. Free kick given. Will it be another yellow for Stocksbridge? It's going to be Tom Charlesworth who gets the yellow card. The fifth of the game for the Seals. We're running out of space on our graphic to show yellow cards for Stocksbridge. Most yellow cards we've had in a long, long time.
Do you think there's a pup here, referee? All he's saying.
So back now, a free kick for Guiseley. 59 minutes. Buchan. Ball switching and to the top of everyone and out for a throw-in. So there have been plenty of players who played for both teams today. Jordan Fewlist is actually one of them. He did once was one of Stocksbridge, but on our list we've got him down for like 0 appearances, so it must not have been for very long. As ball goes out, Barnett's claiming it will be a Stocksbridge ball.
Are you watching the same game, you bloody idiot?
Jordan Fulis played the last time Stocksbridge were in the Northern Premier League Prem in the 2012-13 season. I don't know. Will have been about 19 years old at the time. Imagine just filling out a bit. That's Gundry, nice little footwork from him. Ball down hand, look for Grejlak, who's fitted into that centre forward role. Head away by Lawler. Back it will now go for Buchan, who gets it out to the right. Spencer, who's peeled off there. Ball down the channel, goes to Turner. First time back, looking for Grejlak, who's on the left-hand side. Goes down in the box, and it's too light to be a penalty. That contact. Ball cleared away. Smythe head out, will be a throw. I imagine if that was given as a penalty, this Guiseley crowd would have probably started a pitch invasion. Throwing here for Guiseley, but they're going to make a substitution beforehand. And it's going to be João Silva heading off. He is to be replaced by Taylor Bowen. So the former Steels out Silva, who we are fans of at Brackenmore. We really liked his loan spell with us. He was with us for a few months from the beleaguered and Farsley Celtic before he returned to fill out their ranks. Here comes Taylor Bowen.
Get about him, Taylor.
So back with Ollie Brown for this throw-in. Looking for Bowen. Away from Turner. Heading field by Barnett. Grejlak wins the 50-50 to Morris. Dribbles, avoids a challenge. Now Morris going forward. Turns back to Barnett. In the middle, it goes to Turner. Turner back to Gundry. Now it goes to Smythe. Smythe forward to Grejlak. Looking for Barnett, but cleared out to Turner. Turner sideways to Kay. Back to Smythe. Forward to Grejlak, who turns. Grejlak, great turn. Morris peeling up, but Grejlak's going on his own. Takes a shot, and it's going to be saved at the near post by Cracknell. And Grejlak maybe could have slipped the pass in for Morris, but instead went on his own. Didn't really have the power, but Cracknell had to be at full stretch to save it anyway. Ball forward, headed on. Here comes Fulis, who brings it down into the corner flag. Being followed by Owen, trying to get it back. Back to Buchan. Buchan, who takes the touch, lays off here for Birchall. Birchall, one-on-one with Smythe. Smythe trying not to get the foul in. Flash ball across, palmed away by Townsend. Now Lafudu. Ball back into the middle, and it's going to be a claim for a corner that is given. Really good from Guiseley there. Two good crosses in, defended well by Stocksbridge though. Corner kick though. Leak 2-1 up on Warrington. Warrington had equalised through Dante Gabidon. Hayden Campbell's got one back. Will be the corner kick. Ball in towards the near post. Owen heads it away. Racing onto its Barnett, but Lafudu is there. Missed ball by Lafudu, but Barnett will now close him out, try and get him out, and foot in from Barnett, throw into Guiseley. But Stocksbridge are going to make some substitutes. Alex O'Connor is going to be the first substitute for Stocksbridge. He will replace Sam Kay. The first substitutes for Stocksbridge.
Sam Kay. Replacement number 14, Alexander O'Connor.
It's now back now with Ollie Brown. Thrown forward, back to Brown. Trying to find Lafudu. I'm clapping off Turner's head. I don't think he knew about it that much, but really quickly taken. Back to Lawler. Over now to Ferguson, who has had a really good first half performance, but we haven't seen much of him. And that was poor there as Grejlak forward to Rawson. Back it will go here to Morris, who clips over the top, looking for Grejlak again. Grejlak plays the ball into the middle. No one's there for it. Barnett will chase, but it's going to go out for a goal kick. Should have took a touch, Grejlak. 64 minutes gone in this game. 1-1 here. Hello, Grumpy Man. You need to calm down. 6 yellows is a big FA fang. In the Prem, it's 25 grand. And to James Eel going, come on, Steels. Ball going forward, headed on, and then Lafuda will get to it. Smythe, who's one of the bookings, he gets a tackle in. This time it's fair, out for a Guiseley throw-in. Route 1 football working well there. Thrown quickly out to Hopper. Hopper, back to Lafudu. Looking to beat Smythe. This time Smythe wins the battle, but it will, and it's going to be given as a Stocksbridge throw-in. Good work from Smythe on that occasion. He's had his problems with Lafudu in that first half. The only thing you think is that there's no one really mobile enough probably to be left back. You think Jack Crunk, if you think Smythe will end up with your second booking. So we have another throw further up the field. Through Smythe. Smythe will send it down the channel. He's looking for Ross. He's surrounded by two men though and ends up just falling for Spencer, who clears it away. Owen will get to it, headed out looking for Barney. His ball got blocked by Hopper, and Hopper will keep it in. Turner's racing onto it, ball goes forward, and it appeals for a corner, and it's going to be given as a goal kick. So, 66 minutes gone. Stocksbridge with another substitution, and Connor Smythe is going to come off. He's going to be replaced by Thomas Poole. Not sure how Stocksbridge will line up, bringing the midfielder roll forward on for the left back. As Jack Emmett's going to come on through what we think is going to be Jay Buchan. But it did flash as number 40 for a second. I think Smythe has been decided as a risk for being sent off with Lafudu. So the ball will be back with Townsend. And Smythe just makes his way back to the bench behind the goal. Forward, Poole will head on, he's on the left wing and sends it going out for a Guiseley throw-in. Back out to the right. Thrown forward, Turner can only head backwards, Barnett will clear. Looking for Morris, who turns well after chesting it down. Ball spin forward, looking for Rawson, out to Grejlak. Grejlak charging forward, he's full of confidence, he's tackled this time though. Bowen heads it on and goes to O'Connor, his first touches. Switch out to the right, it's a very heavy one and Charlesworth will get onto it though. Forward, it goes to Morris, he's forced backwards, back to Turner. Turner forward to O'Connor. Back out to the right. To Charlesworth, looking for the overlapping cross, and he finds a good ball to Morris. Morris in the middle, over the top of Grejlak, and then cleared out and cleared away for it. He goes out for a corner. Turner will challenge, headed towards the edge of the area. Poole goes for it, but it's cleared away from him. Out to Bowen now on the left wing. He continues forward. Forward to Fulis, who holds the ball up well, but tackle goes in from O'Connor, out for a Guiseley throw-in. 68.5 minutes gone in the game. Both teams fighting for that bank holiday win. Ball forward to Spencer. He forced backwards though. Back to Lawler. He then gives it over to Spencer. Now Lawler again. Guiseley only passing amongst the defence. Now a long ball forward, looking for Bowen. Owen will head it away. Turner then heads it back. Barnett will, who's gone back to left back Barnett now, as Poole clears it upfield, and it's going to go bounce and will eventually go for a goal kick. Quickly taken goal kick. Just with Lawler now. Back to Cracknell. Forward, he's looking for Ferguson. Barnett will look to get it, and it was initially quite smart from Ollie Brown. A little push on Barnett gave him space, but it did fly out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Barnett thrown forward, looking for Rawson. Head on back, and it's going to spill, and Grejlak's going to get to it. Grejlak outright to Morris, and it's just not a poor touch by Morris that takes him back. Morris putting the ball in, and Guiseley just misses the header. It goes out for a goal kick. So one of the players that we do share with Guiseley is Stefan Zoll from back in the 2000s, the Maverick forward, who, if you want to listen to an interview with him, he was on the Steels Talk podcast back in February. You can go listen to on the Stocksbridge Park Steels YouTube channel. Tells us about his travels, the times he played for Al Maghrab of Morocco and Ali, and when he was kidnapped in Syria by the secret police. And he explains how he got out of that mess, as well as his love for BJJ. He's a black belt in it, so in the style that is the predominant one in MMA. Heads it forward to Morris, turns out to grip edge like overhit. Morris, I think, not having the best game of his career. I won't be shocked if he's the next one off. Tommy Marshall looks like he's ready on the side of that pitch, actually. Guiseley, what a game Mally Guiseley is having at the moment. Got the goal, that just seemed to have filled him with confidence. Wasn't great against Warrington Rylands, but has shown Richo why he should remain in the first team. Owens charges in for the header, gets forward to Guiseley, who heads it on. Back it will go though for Lawler, who returns it to the keeper. Cleared forward. Headed away and forward, and Morris will get a touch onto it into midfield. Though back it goes into defence and then cleared away. Barnett's looking to see if he can get the head onto it, but Lafudu will get it forward and then out. It will. Oh, Bowen's kept it in before Barnett clears it off him for a goal kick. Thought that had gone out. Hello to Ismail Sailing, going Evgor El Artik. Don't know what that means, but I presume it's Turkish and hopefully not a swear word.
Substitution for Stocksbridge leaving the field.
And that is a shot. Ollie Grezlak is heading off. He's been Stocksbridge's best player in my opinion. He's to be replaced with Jack Crook coming on. I am shocked at that one. I thought Grezlak was the biggest goal threat today. That's the only thing you'd say is the logical reason for him heading off, is that just fitness-wise can't go for the full 90 today after playing a long time on Saturday. All out to Birchall now on the left wing. Turns, will look for the switch for Lafudu. Barney looking to get it. Fudu heads it beyond, but it'll go to Gundry. Gundry sends it downfield. Rawson is challenging for it. Gets the chest, he's trying to get the next bounce, but he loses track of it. Doesn't challenge for it. That's my frustration there. He's like, he could have continued, made a real problem there for Lola, but he just gave up on it. Marshall and Watson still choices on the bench for the Steels as they look to steal it. They have been the better team in this second half, but we found out being the better team means nothing in this league. If Guiseley send one forward and they will get a throw in. Back out here goes back to Spencer, over to Lawler. Taking it forward now to Hopper, back to Lawler. Through into the middle. Sideway here for, well, he was the number 14 Emmett who wanted it, but some good passing from Guiseley, but a great slide tackle from Barnett. Now Poole has it. Rawson's calling for it, but Poole's going on his own. Forward now to Rawson. Takes a good run onto the left. Now Rawson on the left wing. Rawson moving into the box on the left-hand side, being held up a bit. Trying to turn to get goal side, and the tackle goes in. And that's frustrating. Poole was coming up on his left. Turner missing the tackle. Would have been his second yellow if he contested, but Barnett goes in, and I think a free kick has been given to Guiseley for the intent of Turner's tackle. It was the intent of Curtis Turner's tackle that's given the free kick. The fact he was trying to be cynical and bring him down and failed. That is penal, and it's fair enough, I think, to penalise it. But it's a poor pass that Lafudu can't control, and Stocksbridge get the ball back. 74 minutes gone. Barnett looks to switch it for Morris, but it's a poor ball, and Ferguson will head it out towards Birchall. Birchall turns, looking for Ferguson. Owen's going to try and read it, stabs it away, throw in to Guiseley. Owen wanted the throw in, has gone though the home team's way. Birchall on the ball after a quick throw-in. Out across now towards Spencer. Spencer forward into the middle. He loses the ball there. Owen able to clear it. Makes its way to Morris, who loses out on that one to Hopper. Out to Birchall. Morris going in. Birchall escapes the challenge of Morris. Birchall, a bit of trickery here. Goes to left. Ball in towards far side. Goes across and it will go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in on this far side. Guiseley are getting back into this one. Stocksbridge getting punished for not taking advantage of being ahead. Better when they were 1-1 in this game. Here comes more substitutes, and next one off is going to be James Morris. He'll be replaced by Tommy Marshall. Jack Watson's heading on as well. He'll replace Luke Rawson.
Replacement number 15, Thomas Marshall. Also in the field number 9, Luke Rawson.
So sub Marshall and Watson. That's all 5 substitutes used for Stocksbridge now. Ashton are 2-1 up on FC United. They doubled their lead through Axburn before Jan Palankis got one back. FC United were top of the table for today. Prescott Cables have taken the lead against Warrington Rylands as well. Jack Goodwin the scorer. As Crook tries to win the ball there and almost came away with it, but now it's Hopper. Hopper forced back to Brown. Ball into middle and it gets it towards the number 14 Emmett now on the right, and Lafudu can't get his cross out. For as good as Lafudu was in the first half, he's not delivered in the second yet. And he's going to get no more chance to deliver. Sam Bentley is about to replace him.
Replacing John is number 12, Sam Bentley.
So 13 minutes of normal time to go in this game. Townsend has the goal kick. Jack Crook looks like he could be a target. Going forward, he's going to look to follow the ball. Poole will be the one. Heads away by Lawler. O'Connor will try to take it back, but can't get anything onto it. It's Field, but then O'Connor wins it back forward. Brought down by Marshall. Forward to Poole. Poole spins it over the top, looking for Crook, but it's going to be well read here by Lawler, who gets it away, and it's beyond O'Connor. It's with Fulis, who's very far deep. It's the Harry Kane problem, that, isn't it? When your striker who wants to score in the goal ends up being in defensive midfield. It's what Stocksbridge did quite well at Whitby to Donald Chimalio. If they can do it well to Fulis, they'll do all right today. As Owen can only head it backwards. Charles heads it forward again. Bowen heads it right back. Birchall on the left. Here comes a chance for Guiseley. Player on the floor takes a shot over the bar. Corner kick, it took a deflection. It was Jordan Fulis, who we just said was getting a bit closed out of the game a bit. Finally found a way in, put a player on his bottom. Right footer took a block, and it's a corner kick for Guiseley. The Steels have now just lost control a bit of this game. As there could be a short option. Birchall's there. He's been the liveliest player in the second half. Marshall's just been sent back to defend. Comes the corner kick. Far post, head away by Gundry. First man onto it will be Hopper. Hopper out to Birchall. Birchall gets the right to Ferguson. Ferguson, good cross into the middle. Headed on though by Bowen. It's wide of the goal. And so guys, they're out doing well in this second half. Hello, Pappy Stember CSA official fan club. Super Ben Townsend in goal, the comment. As the Steels look to try and get a win here today, 1-1 at the moment, with 79.5 minutes gone. The Steels just under pressure at the moment. Ball long from Townsend. Head away before it can get to Crook. Knocked on here by Bowen, and O'Connor gets in the tackle. Turner will come away with it. Outright for Marshall. Marshall loves this sort of pass. Marshall holds it up on the right wing for an option. Back to Crook. Crook holds up, tries to spin, stands on the ball a bit. Back to Turner, takes a shot, curling blocked. O'Connor will just allow it to bounce. Tries it down the right. That is a poor. Well, it actually could turn into a good one. Coming in, Marshall will try to keep in. It's gone out before it can do so. Goal kick. Marshall's the only one to believe that's going to stay in, and he did well with that. 80 minutes gone. Ball forward. Head away by Owen. Head back into midfield, and then O'Connor got a foot into it, fields out. We'll go into the cricket club, so someone's going to go fetch that. Someone lucky volunteer. They'll miss the very tense ending to this match. As it's back now here with Bentley. We'll send it back to Spencer. Controlling it as he continues it. Not the quickest progression, as holds on to the ball, and he'll have to just give it sideways to Lawler. Forward to Bentley. Crook pressing. Sideways to Lawler. Now forward it goes to Bentley, and now we'll send the diagonal here. It's a good diagonal. Finds Brown into middle to Birchall. Escapes a challenge from Watson. Moving in. Sends a pass over to the left. Fewlis controlling it. Fewlis on the edge of the area. Foot goes in. Birchall rescues it. Another foot goes in. And then O'Connor clears it away. Poole tried to hold it up, but Watson might get onto this loose ball forward. Watson just misses out the 50-50. Great work by Spencer. And Spencer's going to continue going forward with it. Out right here to Brown. Forward. Good ball here for Hopper. Hopper, crosser, goes cross, header towards goal. Townsend claims it on his bar. I think Stocksbridge have a man down, but he is quickly back up. Out to Watson, the ball goes, brings it down well, keeps it in, and then he gets through the number 12 of Bentley, but he's forced into a bit of a ring of rows. Gets it into the middle, no one's helping him, and that was a problem there. And that's what Watson's frustrated about. Diagonal ball looking for Birchall. Charles will look to read it, heads it out. O'Connor will then hit it to the right. Charles will come on to that. Charles with the ball. Short to Marshall. Marshall in the middle, tried the 1-2. Marshall, he's got the pace on Ferguson. Here comes Marshall going forward. Bit of trickery from him. But he's on the edge of the area. Back to Poole. Poole puts the cross in blocked. Back with Poole. Poole, he forced backwards to O'Connor. Now Charles, who's come well forward. In the middle looking for Turner. Good pass to Turner. Outright looking for Marshall. Marshall with a chance for the crossing, but just slows it down. Back to Charles of crossing. High one, looping one over the top crowd front. Appeals for a penalty, but it never was going to be. Goal kick. $83 minutes gone. 1-1 here. A tense ending to this game beckons. Yes, both teams want the 3 points desperately. All going forward, head on, but then returned. Crook will get it forward, but only gives it back to Spencer here. Cleared it out to Birchall, brings it down well. Knocked down looking for Bowen. Gundry's ahead of him. Gundry's just going to marshal that. Passes it away. It's going to, but I think knocked off Bowen will be a Stocksbridge throw. I think both teams have got one big chance left in this. Thrown forward, headed on. Poole trying to hold it up. Big overhead kick, looking for Lawler. Lawler will just track it as it goes back to the keeper. He takes it to his feet. Cracknell, launch forward. Owen heads it away, and then into midfield for Guiseley. Brown coming forward. Diagonal, looking for Fewlis on that left-hand side. Tries to bring it down. Charles come away. Fewlis is appealing for it. The fact only he was appealing for it probably tells you what it really was. Collected it by Lawler back in defence, and back it goes to Cracknell. See, I think that Ollie Greshlight coming off is the big mistake for Stocksbridge. Since he's gone off, the Steels have struggled to make opportunities like they were for about 10-15 minutes. Cracknell. Ball going forward. Bowen heads it on. Owen, not a clean up, but then Barnett back to help, and then forward by Townsend. Marshall lets it go forward. Crook's trying to get to it, but Well touched by Ferguson, but Crook wins the ball. His physicality working for him on that. He's down injured, Ferguson, and now Marshall's going to use that space. Marshall going forward. He's got Lawler to beat, and he can't get past Lawler. Lawler comes away with it, clears it out, and Fulis is trying to chest it down. He's just dribbling past Ferguson, who's injured, and then he goes out of play for a throw-in, for a Stocksbridge throw. And I think it's going to be a fair Stocksbridge throw to continue with the game, because he didn't kick it out. He tried to play on. But Ferguson actually got in the way of Fulis on that occasion. 85.5 minutes gone. As we are just getting treatment. So we'll go through some of the other former players we got, because there's quite a few big names in there for both teams. Alex Callery was a star for the Steels during that turn of 2010 era. Fantastic player. He also would go on to play for Guiseley. He also got Jeremy Illingworth, an early legend for the Steels. As we just got announced, 733 here. One of the recent ones was Lewis Whittam. Came through the Stocksbridge system, hailed as one of our big future stars. Left the Steels to go to Liversedge, and then didn't work out to Alfreton. Came to Guiseley, did very well until his ACL. Now at Worksop. Yeah, got the winner for Worksop. Seems to have recovered well from his ACL now. Kept out for a year. Brutal thing about non-league ACLs is that you don't get to see a specialist next day. I'm surprised Stocksbridge have played the ball back to the goalkeeper. I thought ball back now for Cracknell. Ball going forward, head on by Bam, but it'll just go back to Townsend. Well, surprised Stocksbridge played it back to the keeper, because Fulis, I don't think it was an honest kick the ball out. Stocksbridge, I think, have been a bit fairer than they needed to be. Ball goes to Watson, it kicks on the back of his ankle and out to play. Watson had the big chance at the end of Islands, hit the post from close range. Should have won the game really with that one. Ball forward, Turner will head it forward. Poole will get it, chests it down, back to Turner, tries to get forward, but Spencer will head it away. Turner over the top of his man, nothing given. Turner's going to go for the second tackle. He comes away with it, Marshall wants it. He's going to play, and he comes off the back of Marshall's ankle, but it gives it back to Turner. Now O'Connor, forward to Marshall. He turns out to the right now to Charlesworth. Back to O'Connor. He's going to put the cross in, high lofted over the top of everyone. I wonder if, with some of the way the crosses are coming in, that Watson would be better just pulling a bit further out, because they're always going over the top of him, these crosses. .88 minutes gone. No players on either bench to go. Whatever added time we get, it's these players on the pitch that have got to try and win it. Ball going forward. Owen heads it away. Poole gets it. Head on to the right. Now Marshall could use his pace. He knows he's quicker than Ferguson. He's going to try and find Crook with the pass. Finds Crook. He's got three men round him. Back to Marshall. Marshall, cross in. Watson, his chest takes it further out, and that allows Emmett to clear. Fulis gets it, but then a foot in from Marshall. Fulis looking to burst. Marshall keeping track. Fulis down the left wing. Marshall trying to defend, and then well in from O'Connor in the middle for Crook. And then Turner. Stocksbridge looking to use the left-hand side for this. Now Watson. Barnett is offering himself as an option in the middle. Watson, but Watson's not going to use it. Barnett's not happy. Watson with a cross, and what a poor cross that is. And that, you could see Barnett get frustrated there because he was such a good overlap option. And that is the thing, Barnett is an emotional player, so he will get frustrated at things like that. And it's always disappointing when you think, if you give me that ball, I'm pinging it across that 6-yard area if I took a ball. Ball forward. Headed on by Bowen. Owen will just track that, and he's going to keep it in. Back to Townsend. Townsend now, right-footed. He's looking for Watson. Watson will drop back to keep it. Can't keep it in, and Jack Watson in. And that throwing, well, it's taken about 10 yards from where it went at, but it gets it forward to Birchall as Guiseley get an opportunity now. Back to Hopper. Hopper trying to get back Barnett. Barnett just forcing him well. And Hopper will go down. He goes down. And it's going to be a goal kick. I think, again, that's too light to be a penalty kick. I think the old phrase is looking for it. I think was that 3 minutes of added time? I think 3 minutes were given there then. So not very long. Less than the first half. When do you see that? Added time less than a first half in the second half. At least you can say the referee's trying to be probably doing an honest attempt to count the time. Townsend launch it forward, looking for Thomas Poole, headed away by Spencer. Barnett's just going to allow this to go out for a throw-in. By our clock, we are just about to enter the 90th minute. I think our clock is broken, so we will. So we will play. It's time for the Google stopwatch to save us, and we will update you. If the Google stopwatch was to work, it's not.
You only pointed one direction, referee.
Oh, the clock has started working, so here comes the Barnett throw-in. It's in Stocksbridge's half, from forward, look for Crook, brings it down well, takes a touch and cleared out. Crook gets a touch and it's going to go out. Will be a Guiseley throw. Crook's not happy about that. And he takes it on the halfway line. They are doing quite well, Guiseley, sneaking some yards. Can't blame them for trying, and because it's working. Back to Birchall. Puts the ball in, takes a deflection, and O'Connor will head it away. Goes to Poole, who brings it down well. Loses it. Spencer's going all the way forward. Barnett to pull out a tackle, and then Gundry goes to the tackle, and he gets the free kick for a push in the back. Minute gone of added time. Two minutes to go in this game. Stocksbridge will think they might have got a winner here, but if they've got 2 minutes to do so. But even so, Guiseley, a team that made the playoff final last year, admittedly in circumstances. Not a typical way. I'm not saying it's not unfair, by the way, it's a completely right decision. But as the ball being won here by Hopper, trying to go forward. Out here to Fewlist, going deep, being forced out to the left. Fewlist puts the ball in, it's looking for Emmett, trying to get it to the touchline, wants to cross in, back it goes to the left. Stop trying to defend, high loft with one to the far wing, and it's going to go to Birchall on the edge of the area. He gets it out to the right now to Brown. Brown holding it up, trying to get past his man. Here comes a high loft across to the far post, headed towards goal, Townsend claims. Brilliant from Townsend, brilliant from the defence. Not 2 minutes gone, 50 seconds left of this match. Townsend launching it forward, headed away by the number 6 Lawler, who was being named as Guiseley's man of the match. Can Stocksbridge snatch it in the last 30 seconds? As Charlesworth have the throw-in. Here to Crook. And he tried to get it to the right, and it's just a bit too much for Charlesworth. Will go out for the throw-in for Guiseley. That will probably end that attack. Here comes the throw-in from Ferguson. Launch forward over the top of everyone. Fewless will bring it down. Volley looking for Birchall. Barnett will contest it with him. He heads it back. Gundry will get to it. Gundry hoofs it out. Poole brings it down. Poole turns. Looking for the runner Marshall. Well brought down by Ferguson. Marshall gets a foot in and he's got the advantage there. Forward to Crook. Crook with the finish in the middle. Watson is blocked and then cleared. Back to Turner. Goes to Barnett. That should have been 2-1. Another big chance at the end for the Steels. To Barnett. Now back to Turner. In the middle to Watson, trying to get 1-2, blocked, and now it's here with the 14 of Jack Emmett. Back into Birchall, who'll carry it forward, into the middle. Block, and there's a free kick to Guiseley. And there's a stoppage for an injury for Stocksbridge. Tommy Marshall is down, who has had a few injuries already this season. Jack Crook there with a big chance at the end. Signed from the Ballers League that you may have seen on Sky Sports. Was played for Liverseas last season. Did score one for a team managed by John Terry. Back now with Cracknell. Is this going to be it for the game? We are in the 4 minutes of 3 minutes at a time. Ball switched. A lot of players have gone down. It's given Stockbridge's way. Fifth of a 50-50 where it's quickly taken to Watson now, who can go one-on-one with Brown, trying to get past, shrugged off by Ollie Brown, and Watson, who's not had a great game. And that is it for this one. It's 1-1 here at Nevermore Park. Ollie Grejlak scored after 52 seconds for the Steels. It was a really good goal from him, but then on the 27th minute, the Brummer Becker headed in from close range. Stockbridge had a great chance at the end. Jack Crunk's effort well saved by Cracknell, then cleared before Watson could get to it. It's 1-1. The Steels will still look for their first win this season. We will see you on Saturday as we start our FA Cup journey against One World High. I've been Adam Allcroft. We're sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire Limited. Thank you very much for listening. Good afternoon and good night.